Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are coming across my pretty face for the first time, kindly join the family. Click on the subscribe button if you of course enjoy my content, and if you are a returning subscriber, thanks a lot for coming back. I always appreciate you guys. And so I'm going to be talking to you guys about Estée Lauder's advanced night repair serum. Does it work? Is it good for brown skin? Is it great for people of color? Does it say what it does? Like, is it worth the price and all of that stuff? So fasten your seatbelts and let's get right in. So it says on their website that this deep and fast penetrating face serum reduces the look of multiple signs of aging caused by the environmental assaults of modern life. Skin looks smoother and less lined, younger, more radiant, and even toned. Now, some of the key benefits that it highlights are hydration. It strengthens barrier. It is oil-free. It firms the skin. It improves dullness. It has antioxidants. It is fragrance-free. It is paraben and sulfates-free. Over time, pores look diminished. It helps with excess oil, and it is for all skin tones. Currently in Nigeria, right, the 30ml bottle retails for around 60,000 to 62,000 naira, depending on where you're buying it from. The 50ml bottle retails for 88,000 naira, and then 75ml bottle retails for 103,000 naira. And then the 20ml bottle retails for 35,000 naira. And you know, with the dollar thing in Nigeria, prices tend to change. Now that I have highlighted some of the things that Estée Lauder's advanced night repair serum claims to do for your skin, let's get into whether or not it actually lives to its claim. And just in case you're wondering, this is what it looks like. Mine is done. This is an empty bottle. I will be repurchasing, definitely. I want to say outright that it might not be for everybody, right? Why? Because what works for me might not necessarily work for you, but I'm saying that it did work for me. Now, the very first question that I know that a lot of people ask, and that I have asked, was if this serum actually tackles hyperpigmentation. And the answer that I'm going to give, like straight off the bat, is not necessarily. I feel like this is not necessarily a product that tackles serious hyperpigmentation. If you're talking about like 1 or 2 pigmentation on your skin, like something that is not like really severe, or you know, just really a mild pigmentation, then it might do the trick. But when you're talking about serious hyperpigmentation that is caused by like serious acne and whatnot, then this product alone is definitely not going to do that for you. You're going to need actives, like real actives, to tackle that issue. I have a lot of videos on how to get rid of hyperpigmentation. If you are interested, I'm going to leave them in the description box, unless you want to add it to other actives that you might be using. But this product alone does not tackle hyperpigmentation. Now, the second question with regards to the Estée Lauder Advanced Night Repair Serum is whether or not it gets rid of acne. Estée Lauder's Advanced Night Repair Serum does not get rid of acne. It might help to improve acne scars over time. However, it does not get rid of acne. If you have existing acne, then you definitely want to go with a salicylic acid treatment, a benzoyl peroxide treatment, retinols, and things like that. Actives that are actually created or meant for such skincare concerns. But this serum is not necessarily going to tackle your acne. Again, if you have 1 or 2 mild spots or rashes on your skin, it might do the trick. For me, I had irritation around my T-zone area, like it was rough and kind of like bumpy. It did the job for me, I would say, honestly speaking. But when it comes to like serious acne, I don't think so. Now, another question that is mostly associated with the Estée Lauder Advanced Night Repair Serum is whether or not it gets rid of dark spots. And this is where it becomes tricky. I would say that when it comes to mild dark spots, just like hyperpigmentation, over time you're definitely going to see immense improvement in your skin. It happened for me. Like, there was a point during consistent use that I noticed that my skin was almost flawless. Like, there was literally little to nothing on my skin. Like, my skin was so much even. My skin tone was a lot more even than it was before I started using the serum. And so I feel like if you use it for a long term, you're definitely going to see good results. However, it's not like a product that, I don't think that it works as fast as, you know, niacinamide would or kojic acid would and stuff like that. And you really have to understand that when it comes to like tackling pigmentation, right, and fading of scars and whatnot, sometimes one skincare product is not necessarily enough. You definitely have to combine it with something else, some active, something else, and then, you know, attack it from all angles before you can actually see visible results, especially when you're dealing with like age spots or like scars that have been like there on your skin for a very, very long time. You don't expect them to just fade with the use of one bottle, and that is a misconception that a lot of people have. When they try a product once and it doesn't work for them, they just assume that, okay, this product does not work. Another question, which I feel like is a very, very big one, is, does it help with fine lines and wrinkles? And for this, I would say yes, it does, because it promotes a firmer skin. Like, I'm not saying this because they say it on their website or it is written on the bottle. No, I'm saying this because it actually does that. It does promote a firmer and younger looking skin. Like, it's not going to take you ages backwards, but it's definitely going to make your skin look firmer and plumper. And like I always say, if you want to see like the most benefits out of the ANR serum, then you want to incorporate it earlier in your skincare routine. It is not when you're already like climbing that ladder of aging that you start using it. You might not necessarily reap the benefits, but when you include it earlier on, like in your mid-20s, like that, in your skincare routine, then you're definitely going to reap the benefits of the advanced night repair serum. Now, do I recommend the serum? Yes, I would, based on your skincare concerns as well as your budget. However, a little bit does go a long way. I would say it is very, very concentrated. Like, just 2 to 3 drops can cover your entire face, and so you can get a good use out of the bottle. If it is not within your budget and you want something that works similarly to this, not exactly the same but similarly to this, then you can try the Missha Time Revolution ampoule. That is a great serum. A lot of people say it is a dupe for this, and at some point I used to think it was, but now that I have actually experienced both, honestly speaking, I don't necessarily think it is a straight up dupe. It has similar ingredients, yes. It promises the same effects, yes. However, in my own experience, honestly, I would say that I have seen better results with the Estée Lauder's Advanced Night Repair Serum for my skin. I have used both of these serums, so I know exactly what I'm saying. Missha was good for my skin, but I feel like at some point it kind of like irritated my skin a little bit, as opposed to the Estée Lauder's Advanced Night Repair Serum. This one was just great for my skin, honestly speaking, and I could tell the difference in my skin like within 1 week of use. I actually knew that something was happening, as opposed to Missha, which you kind of like have to give it time to work, but both of them actually do work with prolonged use, that I would say. But it is a great option. You could also try like a really, really good hydrating serum. I feel like you could get a good benefit out of it. Permit me to say, for me, I feel like Estée Lauder does not necessarily have an exact dupe that does the exact same thing with the exact same result. That is my opinion in my own experience. I'm not saying it is a must for everybody, okay? Just in my own experience. So I would definitely recommend this to anyone that this fits in their budget. If you can afford it, then you should give it a trial. I'm sure you would enjoy it. And so this is my 2 cents, and this is what I think about the Estée Lauder's Advanced Night Repair Serum. And the final thing that I want to say now is, if it is great for all skin tones as they recommend. And I think that, yeah, it is. I've had experiences with skincare products that work well on lighter skin people, but then especially like hydroquinone, right? But then for people of color like me, when I use hydroquinone on my skin, I notice a lot of patches on my skin. So some places are like, I just noticed like patches that look like eczema, but they're not necessarily eczema. But this one, I feel like it does work for all skin tones. Why? Because I am a dark African woman, and it actually worked on my skin. Okay, it did not cause any sort of patches on my skin. I didn't notice any uneven skin tone. I didn't notice any irritation or any side effects with this, and I am definitely going to be repurchasing this, and I definitely do recommend this to anybody that can afford it. And so yeah, that's what I think about the Estée Lauder's advanced night repair serum. And please let me know what you think as well. Have you used it before, or are you currently using it in your skincare routine? Or do you know of any dupes aside Missha? Missha is like all over the place, but do you know of any dupes that people can actually try if they want to reap the same benefits of the Estée Lauder's ENR? Let me know in the comments below, and I'll see you guys in another one. Until then, I love you guys. You know that. Take care of yourselves. Bye.